Hello, YouTubers! Welcome back to Oxman66. I am Mark, your host, and everyone who wants to be where I am. Yeah, whatever. I'm entertaining you. I know I am. Right then. So this is another episode of Do You Believe in the Unbelievable? This is a bit of a controversial one, maybe, because when people say to me, "Well, you shouldn't be talking about things like that." So you know what we're going to talk about? Somewhat what people think is controversial. So on this episode of Do You Believe in the Unbelievable? Reincarnation. Do you believe in reincarnation? Do you believe in life after death, basically? Me personally, I don't. I think of life as a circle. We're born, we grow up, we're born, we grow, we get educated, then we marry, have children, and then we die. It comes in a complete circle, if you know what I mean. Me personally, I think once you passed away, kick the bucket or whatever, once you're gone, you're gone. Now I don't believe in that I'll come back. If I did come back, I'd hope to come back again as a human, but hopefully a bit better, if you know what I mean. But I don't. I know it's not a funny matter and things like that, but do I believe in life after? No, I don't. I don't believe that we'll come back, but I'm not dismissing it because on that track, I mean, if there isn't life after death, how come we get ghosts and things like that? And we do. I've had interaction with ghosts. I was telling Yorkshire lads last night that I used to walk through a cemetery at Bellevue at Wakefield. I used to call them boneyards when I was younger. Boneyard, whatever, I mean, it's not disrespectful. But I was walking through the cemetery and I saw this shadowy figure and it looked like the Grim Reaper. And then I went to where they were going. They're not way back, because as I was walking through, it were looking and follow. It won't follow me as in follow me. It will just looking, following my movements. I went, and then when I come back, I saw it again. I coming down the hill of the cemetery, back from from Sugar Lane end to Bellevue end, because I lived at Bellevue end. So I walked through, and again I saw this shadowy figure of a Grim Reaper, and as I got through the gate, it disappeared. And I told my mum about it. Mum says, "So what did he? So what did this shadowy figure do, Matt?" And I went and I showed her. I says it were there. I says as I was walking, it just turned and watched me, and then I came back. It were there. I showed her exactly the same spot. I said it were there, and it just turned and things like that. And then 2 days later, a woman was found murdered in that particular cemetery. And that were back in what, 78, 79. So, and my mum said, well, Grim Reaper, people think it's come for you. It's death come for you. But also, the Grim Reaper can be a warning in advance that something bad could happen. And that's what happened with me. So, I don't dismiss life after death, because we do have spirits and ghosts and things like that. We do have a spirit world, which I know about, because I am a medium. But we do have a spirit world. So I'm not dismissing it out of hand, but will we get reincarnated back on Earth? I don't think so. I think we go to the next level, which what we can't see, and the next level is that we could be wandering around the earth, looking at people who we've interacted with before and making sure they're safe and things like that. And I think that's the next level. The next level we can't see, basically. So that's the next. It's another dimension, basically. So that's what I think of it. So I mean, do I believe in life after death? Not in the way that people think. I mean, I don't think when we die we go to heaven and paradise and things like that. I think when we die, we dead. I think the spirit, what's within us, our soul, that goes somewhere. I think it goes back into ether, and that's how come we get ghosts. So it's as simple as that, really. But I'm not that religious. I'm not that naive to think that I'm going to a glorious place. Because I think I think most people, I think we've been told that since we were children. I don't know about you, but I was brought up as C of E, Church of England, and we were told, as I was growing up, I mean, I've had religion chucked down my throat every day of my life since I was knee-high to a grasshopper. And I rebelled really, because I told my mum, I said, I don't want to do what my dad wants me to do. What I don't want to go to Sunday school. I just don't. I'm not interested. I'm not. Don't want to do it. Mum says, well, you don't have to do what you don't want to do. So that's what I did. I didn't do it. Because my dad came from me. I said, no, I'm not going to see it. And I wanted to be with my friends and things like that. Don't get me wrong. I've done all my religious education. I did it all at school and college and things like that. But at the end of the day, I don't believe in what they were telling me. So I'm not that religious. I mean, because I did stand up in school and say, well, I don't think that there's a place called heaven. I don't think there's a man called God, which there isn't. There's no man in the sky and things like that. So, and people, I was frowned upon basically, and I was sent to headmaster for being disobedient. And he wanted to know why I got sent there, so I told him. And he says, right, I'll have a word with your teacher because that's not a good enough excuse to send you out of class, Matt. I said, well, I thought the same. So I got put back in class, and he says no further action. The teacher didn't like that, So he took it upon himself to try and chastise me, and I just turned me back on. I didn't listen to him. I don't listen to people who bully me, and this particular teacher was particularly a big bully. And I told him that. I says, you don't bully people. I says, I ain't listening to your claptrap about it. I says, I don't have to listen. So if I don't want to do this lesson, I won't do it. He says, well, you've got to. I says, no, I haven't got to do anything. I do what I want to do. And that's what I basically did. I mean, don't get me wrong. I understand the Bible. I understand it's a storybook. And that's what it is. It's all Bible stories and things like that. But life after death, reincarnate. Do you honestly believe that you're going to come back from the dead? Like, no, I don't. I just don't. I just don't believe in reincarnation. I know there's a lot of people out there who do, and that's your opinion. But my opinion is, I don't. And I know there's something to it when you die. I know there's got to be something. Yeah, how can I put it? In my mind, there's something to it because there's a spirit world and there's people who die, and you see ghosts. Well, some people see ghosts and things like that. And people say, yeah, but that's not true, is it? Ghosts are in your head. No, they're not. Now, when I saw my uncle, I never met my uncle before, so it's not a memory from my past because I've never seen him until the day I saw him. He died in World War Two. And I was talking to him at 13 years old, and he was a dead person. But he was there. He looked like he was there, like I'm talking to you now. I could see him in everything. And my mum were quite surprised, and I picked him out of a photo. My mum had a load of pictures, but only one of him. And I went straight. I says, "Well, that's him. Well, that's your brother. That's my uncle. That's who I was talking to." And she went, "Why is it she?" She couldn't believe it. And then she took me to Spiritualist Church, and Spiritualist Church, talked to me about it, and they didn't ridicule me. I don't like that. He says, well, you do know our rules at church. I says, I said, no, there's no rules. He says, well, that's right, man. There's nothing what you can't do for people, and there's nothing what you can't do here. I says, you can do anything you want as long as you're within the law. I said, okay, fair enough. And that's how I got my, my rebellious side. So I am a spiritualist by choice, but me and my mum were told he's got the gift. He has. He's got it. As long as he can accept it and he can use it for good, so there you go. So that's what I've been doing. I've accepted that I've got the gift, but I do use it for good. I use it for my own, for my own intuition and things like that. It don't always work, but there you go. But yeah, life after death. Do you really believe that you're going to get reincarnated? No, I don't. I don't. I think we're told that as children just to make us feel comfortable with death because we know we're going to die and things like that. But that's what we. How can I put it? That's what God did to us. For having animals with intelligence. because he didn't, because if you go back to the beginning, and if you believe what you read in the Bible, God didn't want animals to be intelligent, but we did, and God said to us, "Well, you can have that, you can have intelligence, but you'll be cursed for the rest of your life because you'll know you won't know when you're gonna die, but you'll know that you will die." And that's what we're cursed with right now, because every human being knows in this life, eventually we do all die. And we do. We don't live forever. You know what I mean? It's how we leave our mark on this planet. I don't know about you, but I think my mark will be left with YouTube. And if I can find someone to look after my YouTube when I'm, dearly departed and no longer of this earth, then fine. But if I can't, I can't. You know what I mean? It's as simple as that. I like to think my channel will live on after my death, but I don't think it will, unfortunately. But you never know. Yeah, if I can find someone, you never know. But that is the truth. So, no, I don't believe in life after death, really. I don't believe in reincarnation. I've never really have. There's big arguments that, in the Bible, Jesus Christ was reincarnated. But that's only a story. That you can't teach that to children as real because you don't know. There is no real evidence of it as yet. So you can't teach that as real. I have taught my kids about religion, but I leave them up to it. If they want to believe, they believe. If they don't, they don't. Yeah. And my two children did ask me once. They says, "Well, why are you telling us about it?" I says, because school will ask you about it eventually. Are you religious? And they went, "No." I says, "That's your choice. That's not mine. I can't force you." So they're not religious. They class themselves as atheists. So there you go. I'm a spiritualist. I'm open-minded to things. I do know, like I say, we do see spirits walking around on this earth. So yeah, there's got to be something to it, that there is something there. But if anyone tells you it's a distant memory out of your own head, no, it's not. Because you could never have met that person. Especially if you've seen people, who've died in World War II and beyond. Say, I mean, I've met someone, how can I put it? I saw a ghost of a figure, it looked like the Grim Reaper. Might not have been the Grim Reaper, but it looked like him. But he looked old, looked like an old 10th century monk. Things like that. Well, that won't be my memory, distant past, because I've never met anyone like that. So, no. If you have an encounter with, spirits or ghosts or things like that, it's real. It has really happened, and things like that. I mean, I filmed orbs once at Blackpool Norbeck Hotel. People say, "Ah, well, it's dust." If it was just dust particles, they go up into air and spread, but they won't do all sorts of movements in different directions. If you watch that video, you'll see orbs, the different shapes and sizes moving about, and that is what I believe to be my proof of ghosts. People who've died before, before me, basically. And that's what I believe. So there you go. So no, I do not believe in reincarnation. I never have. But there's got to be something to it. But we won't know until we die ourselves, and then when we die, then that's it. We've gone, unless we come back and tell people. You know what I mean? And things like that. But that's not guaranteed. You know what I mean? I was told from a very young age, when someone dies who's close to you, you're not guaranteed to get contact at all. And you're not. My mum died in '97. I haven't had any contact with her at all. I haven't had any contact with friends or all like that who's died before me. But if you're too close to them, it's not guaranteed to happen. You know what I mean? I think if my mum suddenly appeared on here now, I think I'd be a bit frightened, and yeah, it'd be a big shock. But it's never happened. I don't think it will ever happen. But I have had ghostly encounters, and I believe that they are real. So there's something to it, isn't there? Yeah, yeah, your body's dead. But what happens to your soul? No one knows what happens to this soul, the life force within. I think it goes into ether. And I think that's how come we get ghosts. And it's as simple as that. So if you have like this very controversial video, please like it. So please give me a thumbs up. Please like, subscribe. Subscribe if you do. Hit that information bell. That will let you know when I'm putting up another video. But also please share the video to your friends and family, and to Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Bing, and also please comment below. It is important that you comment and below. And if you do subscribe, please watch the video for at least 3 to 4 minutes and comment below it if you do subscribe. And to all you other subscribers, if you can do me a favour and come back from time to time and make sure that you're still subbed, I'd be grateful. You know, you don't want the algorithm thinking that we've got robots for subscriptions, because I think the algorithm's playing havoc in it at the moment. You know, my channel numbers are up and down like an idiot. You know what I mean? I've had 20 subscribers in what, over the months, but you know, they take them off me thinking that they're robots. I keep telling YouTube, I keep telling Google, they're all subscribed, they're all human. They don't believe. They believe that algorithm. So basically, you know, yeah. So please, when you do subscribe, please comment below. Please watch the video for at least 3 or 4 minutes, or watch it to end. Please, I'll be grateful. Gets me watch hours up. And also, you know what I mean, please comment below as well. And I do answer all comments, or I try to answer all comments. There will come a time when I won't be able to do that, but while I can answer the comments, I will. And if you want to know anything more about this particular subject, then please ask, and I will try and answer your questions. I'll catch you on the next video. Bye for now.